Hi everybody, this week's chapter and discussion are on listening. Sorry about the glare on my glasses. There's a huge window in this room and there's nothing I can do about it. So two of the most important listening tips I can recall from reading the chapter are withholding judgment when listening and asking sincere questions when listening to someone. The first one, withholding judgment, can be found on page 66. Withholding judgment when listening is important because at one time or another, we're all guilty of putting our own personal feelings and opinions or ideas about a certain topic or person before what someone else has to say about it. I know we all have preconceived notions about someone or something. Like at work, if a task doesn't get done, I have to make sure that all assignments are done. So I go to the person who I delegated a task to, and I'm trying to figure out why it didn't get done. Well, while they're trying to give me their reason why, of course in my head, because I have experiences with this person previously, I'm thinking, well, I have this preconceived notion that they're lazy, they're not hardworking, they goof off a lot, so whatever reason they're trying to give me, it's being muddled by my own thoughts. And though 9 times out of 10 you're probably right, if there really is an issue, you're not getting to the bottom of it. You're not solving any problems because your own preconceived notions and ideas are getting in the way. And sometimes it's hard for everyone to understand that your ideas, your thoughts, your opinions don't always matter at the time when you're trying to listen to someone else's opinion or listen to what they have to say in general about anything. It's not about you at that moment. And I think being able to remove yourself from a scenario and just listen and absorb information is really key, especially at work, if you have any type of management position, if you're a teacher, if you're a parent, if you're a spouse. So it's just important to know that sometimes your feelings just are secondary if you're trying to really listen to what someone else has to say. The second, asking sincere questions when listening. Page 68. This is a big one for me because it drives me nuts when my husband doesn't listen to me when I talk to him. It's not so much that he doesn't care about what I'm saying. I don't think my husband cares about Pinterest, and I don't think very many men do. But the fact that he's just, I know that he's not paying attention to me, he's not engaged, doesn't care about what I have to say. At least make me feel like you are listening to me if you don't care about what I'm talking about. I do the same thing with my children when they come and talk to me. Do I care about Legos, or Pokemon, or baseball cards, or every single play my son did while playing Madden? Not really. But I pretend that I do. I listen. I ask questions. I'm engaged. And I think everybody wants that. It's a way of conveying to the person who's listening to you or talking to you that you're listening, that you're present, and not necessarily that you care about what they're talking about, but you care about them and what they have to say, their opinion. It matters. And it's also helpful at gaining knowledge. I mean, can't gain knowledge if you're not listening. Two of the most important techniques to better listening that I learned from watching the video was savoring sound and the mixing technique. The savoring sound technique is 4 minutes and 54 seconds into the video. And it's about listening to everyday sounds that we don't pay much attention to. I think the skill would be helpful in that we would learn to appreciate all sounds for its individual qualities. I don't know. I think we hear things and we just pass off. It's just noise. You know, we don't appreciate things for what they really are, like the sound of a pond or a stream or even the train. I just bought a new house and there is a train not far from my house. Now, when I first realized this, I did not appreciate it because it was at 2 in the morning. But now it doesn't bother me so much. I'm used to it. And I can appreciate it for what it is. God knows there's worse sounds that I could be living next to, like railroad station or subway station. But anyways, the mixer technique is 4 minutes and 26 seconds into the video, and it teaches the listener in any environment to examine the different layers of sound going on around them. Like in the video, it talks about if you're at the park, you hear the leaves, and you hear the wind, and you can hear children playing, or dogs barking, people walking their dogs. And I think being able to hone in on your listening skills, to be able to decipher all the different levels of sound, could be useful to anyone. I mean, I know when I'm out with my kids at the park or at the mall, I tend to just tune everything out, especially if I'm like on my cell phone, which I shouldn't do, but I'm guilty of. Being able to pay attention to what's going on around you, it could be helpful. Like if you hear something going on in the background, people are quarreling. Well, if you're there at the park with your kids, you want to know, is this a situation where I need to remove my child? Am I in any danger? So I think that's something we can all benefit from, learning to pay attention and focus on different sound frequencies around us. It can also help us gather information and make us, like I said, more aware of our surroundings and make us better able to receive information all the way around. Thanks for listening.